How old were you when you actually made Labyrinth?
14, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's one of those films everyone loves, Labyrinth, but you don't watch it. Have you ever watched it?
I don't go back and watch. I mean, do you guys go back and watch?
But this is on telly all the time. Do you never kind of go, oh, you know what? I'm going out.
I don't. You know, it's like seeing old pictures of yourself. You know, you look back at them and you just kind of cringe a little bit. But the movie's great.
I mean, if I look like you at 14, I would look at that all day long. Right? Chris wants in on it. A 14-year-old Chris would definitely want in on that, right?
First of all, I watch my stuff all the time. I watch a box set of Marvel movies on the way over.
But at 14, were you sort of too young to be a fan of David Bowie?
I was not cool enough. There were 14-year-olds who were definitely got it. Like my best friend at the time, Gretchen Crary, she was super cool. She had like a wedge haircut. She was so cool, and she had posters, and she really got it. I was not. It was probably a good thing I wasn't that cool.
Because Paul, did you know David Bowie?
No, I didn't. I've always been a big fan of David Bowie. I think, you know, everybody talks about the, you know, reinventing himself, Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane, then his soul period. But for me, I think he was just a brilliant songwriter. I don't think you need to worry about all that nonsense, you know.
But he was a fan of you. But he was a fan of you.
Well, I don't like to name drop, but I will. No, I read a couple of interviews with Tony Visconti, and he said that, you know, he really liked these two shows that I'd done, and that is I genuinely, I'm not going to name drop, maybe, but that one, yeah, it was really, you know.
But there was one
extraordinary thing.
one character in particular that he liked, wasn't there?
Well, I think, you know, he did an impersonation of one character that I used to do, yeah, so.
This was the teenager?
No, it was, yeah, the guy said, you know, everything's brilliant. And, you know, isn't Graham Norton fantastic? You know, the way he just talks to people is brilliant, isn't it? Just drinks his wine, you know, and then pushes people out of that chair. Fantastic! I just used to do these characters, and they said everything was brilliant. You know, like, things are, aren't they? Telephones. Brilliant! He's very enthusiastic.
But then, weirdly, you probably know this exists, but there was a documentary of David Bowie on tour, and there was kind of, you know, backstage bits, and there's a clip of him doing...
Really bad impersonation.
How churlish. Here he is doing a very bad impression of you.
Sure does. That's brilliant. Oh, flashing badges, brilliant. They just stick on your ear and they go, wow, 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 brilliant. Brilliant. Fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's an amazing thing to have. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Really amazing.